Yeah, Tuesday night, lights low, sparks fly. War report after dark, better fall in line. From WWE to TNA, AU to Spark. Vince the Prince from the Northeast set it off in the dark. OG Steve led the charge. Cat Al, Eric us, 9 p.m. Eastern. Acknowledge the ring, acknowledge us.
There we are. Welcome to the show, everybody.
What's going on, brother?
Yo, it's time for the War Report After Dark, talking all things wrestling. Steve's not here.
Uh-oh.
Steve's not here, man. So, let's see. Oh, but Addie is. We still
Oh
have
my God!
representation. Yeah. How's it going, Addie?
What's going on, Eddie?
Your dad is being held hostage at the Lexus dealership filling out paperwork for the end of the month, so.
I love when the kids come on and chat. It's so cool.
Oh, I know. It's really funny. Because I know Autumn or somebody will be in there, too.
Well, Autumn is actually at a college orientation thing.
Oh, wow.
Now.
That's cool.
So,
Wait, is she a senior already?
yeah, she graduates in 2 months.
Oh, shit. Where's she going?
She's going to be going to Randolph.
Okay, that's
You know what's crazy? You want to know how long I've been around? I think your daughter was like in 8th grade when I started here.
Yeah, that makes
When I
sense.
started, Autumn was in 3rd grade.
That's insane.
Yep.
We had diaper babies running around when she first joined this show.
Well, Diaper Baby turned 10 last week. Gabby just turned 10 last Tuesday.
How does that happen?
That's why I wasn't on last week, because it was Gabby's birthday.
Right. No, that makes perfect sense.
As my psycho puppy crashes my screen.
Yes, we have a new puppy. Everything. It's okay. Oh, she says we're going to do great. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Addie. We're going to do great. Maybe Steve will come on. It depends what time he gets home. And hey, Tara, how's it going?
Depends on how much trouble we cause, if he's
Oh, I
going
know,
to
right?
jump on or not.
Yeah, because if he's listening in and thinks we're, we're doing him a disservice, he's going to jump right in.
B team, B team.
Go, go, go. I should have played the B team theme. I was looking for something while the intro played. I was like, let's do Dominic, because we didn't talk about this much last week, but have you heard about the latest for Dominic Mysterio, his sponsorship deal that he picked up?
Mm-mm.
Dominic Mysterio has picked up a sponsorship, and WWE, I guess, too, because they get a piece, from the brand Dude Wipes.
Yes, I heard this.
So Dude Wipes, for those of you who don't know, they're like, if you go to the gym and you work out and you don't want to shower, you wipe down with them. You can use them for the toilet. You can use, you know what I mean? All that stuff. And they're called Dude Wipes.
I know what those are, but
And so Dominic is a sponsored Dude Wipe athlete now, which means that he's going to have sponsored gear, sponsored outfit with Dude Wipe branding on it.
I like it.
I'm trying to figure out how is it going to be like a race car outfit?
His name is Dirty Dom. It
And
makes
yeah, he needs the
perfect
Dude
sense
Wipes.
for him to be the Dude Wipe sponsorship.
I'm
Yeah.
having shit stains going through my head, but that's Zoe Stark, so never mind.
Could you imagine shit saying Starks get the dude wipe, but she can't. She's not a dude. Tanya's on. Hey Tanya. That means Joey might be listening. Right. Let's see here. So we got Dude Wipe Dominic there. That's actually crazy.
Oh my God.
And Elimination Chamber is Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday.
Saturday.
Oh, and Tara says, happy birthday, Gabby. And hi, Vince Cat. All right. Thank you much. Yeah, so we got some stuff rolling in. Do we want to start all the way back with SmackDown? I know we had an injury on Raw, and then we had a whole AJ Styles thing on Raw. So where do we want to start?
What even happened on SmackDown on Friday as I'm thinking about this?
All right, let's take a look.
I
Undisputed
know
champion.
I was home, but I don't remember.
Yeah, for some reason. Well, I just freshly saw Raw, so it's tough for me to. Well,
Right.
I'm sure if I hear something, then I'll be like, "Oh yeah, that's right." But
All right, so the official rundown is, it says champion Drew McIntyre taunted Cody Rhodes and Jacob Fatu from his private suite and incited chaos.
That is correct.
That is true. I do remember that.
Tama Tonga beat. Wait, what is this? What is this
Yeah.
Tama Tonga push? Tama Tonga beat Ilya Dragunov. What the?
Yeah.
There are children watching. I can't say the words I want to say. Addie
Just
earmuffs.
say 'em.
What the fuck? Oh my god!
You
What
just
is
said
going
it like
on?
Mary.
Tama Tonga, the
Mhm.
tag team guy from New Japan,
Yep.
like the third least talented Samoan or Tongan or whatever. Like, what are we doing here?
The adopted one of Haku.
Oh yes, the adopted one. Listen, he's got a good RKO or whatever it is, but that's about it. Jade comes out and just cuts a promo saying she's going to be on Raw so Liv can make her decision, and we'll talk about that in a little while. Kiana James won a 3-way against Charlotte Flair and Nia Jax to qualify for the Chamber. So
yeah,
that's
that was
interesting.
weird.
Yeah, so it looks like she stole a pin.
Yep.
And so she's in, and those two, like, is there?
I before you move on from her,
Yeah.
remember I told you a few weeks ago I was highly impressed with her in the Royal Rumble.
Interesting.
I like her, so I'm actually glad she got the push to go.
I'm
She got the
okay
push,
that
right?
she's in, but I was just surprised, not by the Nia Jax part, because anytime that you try and put Nia Jax in an elimination chamber, any big matches, she does horribly. But, well, she does.
Yeah,
But-
but she's the one. She's like the Big Show, where you put her in just to be like, look at the size of that one, and the chamber, whatever.
You know what? Use Lash Legend for that, because at least Lash Legend knows how to fucking move.
This is true.
Well, you know what it is that I just think when you're bigger in an elimination chamber, you need to be athletic.
Correct.
Enough to do that, and I don't think she's that athletic. That's why I think Lash would have made a lot more sense.
Yeah, it doesn't work in War Games either. She does not. They put her in War Games every year, and it means nothing.
Right.
Well, because she's the one that breaks one of the pods. That's why. She's the
Yes,
pod
they
breaker.
need
Yeah.
the spear
They need
into the
the pod
pod
breaker.
or whatever. Yeah.
Everybody has a job. You have a jumper. You have a pod breaker. You know, you got the bump taker.
And then you got Nia. But, you know, like I said, I'm okay with the Kiana winning, but whatever. I was just very surprised by the Charlotte aspect.
Yeah. Usually when she's in a match like that, you know, you think she qualifies because then the elimination chamber, you go, oh, well, former 87-time champion Charlotte's in it. You know, you sell the match with that. Yeah. I wonder, is there one more? Are there any spots open? Like, are they going to have like one last like scramble match with everybody that didn't qualify for one last spot, or is that all locked up?
They filled it up on after last night.
Oh, on Raw. Okay, so Raw had one more spot. Gotcha. Makes sense. Makes sense. You ever seen that guy with the cowboy hat? Makes sense.
Makes sense.
Oh, that's fun. All right. Obafemi defeated Kit Wilson again.
What is this Kit Wilson push?
He's got this weird AI music that everybody likes. And yeah, I don't know. It feels like Fandango all over again.
I do
See,
not like
I'm going
it,
Heat.
but funny.
I'm feeling the Heat Slater thing.
Oh, like kids. I got kids.
I got kids. He just shows up every week, and like it's just not legends. It's just squashes upon squashes.
Right. Oh, I get that. Yeah. David Roscoe. What up, David? Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, obviously they want to do something with this Kit Wilson, so maybe he'll end up like in Money in the Bank or like winning one of the US or IC championships or something like that. I don't know if he's at the IC championship level yet, though.
He's not. No way.
Oh,
But it seems
might
like they're
have
trying to make him.
they might have to
Oh.
create a lightweight title for his ass.
Yeah, they might need to bring back 205 Live.
205, yeah. He's got a
Uh,
long way to go before he's Dom territory.
Right. Tara thinks he's funny, which listen, it's funny, but yeah, where we go, like, this is not top of the card level stuff.
I mean, he could be a high profile jobber for all we know. Honestly,
right. He could be the new
Taking out the
Leapin'
bump,
Lanny
making
Poffo.
people look good, and keep
Very
it blaming
Horowitz.
masculinity. You know, whatever that is.
Yep, I
Yeah,
was doing it too. Very good.
He does the toxic he's doing this toxic masculinity thing. It's definitely just like getting heat for that and then getting beat up. Like that's his role right now. But maybe they got something planned for him.
It's
Tiffany
just been done
Stratton.
so many damn times. That's
Yeah. But you know, if you're 5 years old, then you haven't seen the last 30 times they've done this exact same thing.
Okay.
They're trying- you know, That's really what it is. Like wrestling is so cyclical. We're gonna see it all, but yeah, they're trying to like build up this new guy into that, like whatever that character is. Like you said, the Barry Horowitz, the genius Lanny Poffo, get a bunch of heat
Oh, it's
before the match.
Rico.
And then it's Rico Constantino. Yes,
Yep. You
I love Rico.
look so good to me.
Rico was my guy. Like he was my guy. He was on the UK version of American Gladiators. He was like
Yep.
he was like a UK Gladiator like Tournament of Champions champion.
He was
He
a
was-
cop.
Yeah, he was a cop, and he still looks good now. But it's so funny. He was like 40 something years old when he got into OVW, and they were looking at him the same year they were looking at John Cena to bring them both up to the main roster. And Jim Cornette's like, "God damn it, Rico! Why didn't you tell me you were 40 years old? We're gonna call you up to the goddamn main roster. We thought you were like 25." You know, he's like, "The fuck are you doing?" He
Okay,
freaked
so
out on him.
that has to be the new song you record. You need to record "You Look So Good to Me."
Oh God, I want to do an actual recording of the John Cena rap, because for those, I haven't posted it yet, but for those of you who haven't seen it, I did rap the first verse of John Cena's "The Time Is Now" on the radio last week or 2 weeks ago, whatever it was. So that was, I showed it to people in the group, but I didn't show it on. I haven't posted it yet, but that might be coming. I don't know. I want to record. If I record it, I want to do like a TikTok video like I did for the other ones. Tiffany
The Raw
Stratton
one was still the best.
dude, the Raw one's great. Tiffany Stratton defeats Alba Fire.
Big deal.
Yeah, I don't care. This is the problem with a lot of these people that they've built up. It was like, you know, I sound like Dave Meltzer, you know, but you get this girl, you build her up, you give her a couple WrestleMania main events, you give her a couple world titles, and now it's like 3 years later, who gives a shit? You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
And I'm not saying they dropped the ball on her or anything. They booked her pretty consistently, but it's just like, I don't know. She kind of to me, she kind of leveled out in interest and talent and all that other, like you haven't found like the next level of Tiffany Stratton yet, is what I'm saying.
No, not even close. Well, the other problem is they didn't even switch her from a face to a heel when she cashed in on Nia. So you were so confused. Were you supposed to like her or not? Like, okay,
Right.
great. You cashed in on Nia, but are you still the same bitch? What's going on?
I don't know, but speaking of people that you know, the complete opposite of Tiffany Stratton, Trick Williams defeated Damian Priest and Carmelo Hayes in the qualifying match.
Now that was one hell of a match.
And you know, Carmelo Hayes is a guy they called up last year or the year before, and he's been really doing well. And Trick they just called up, and I was concerned with the way he was eliminated from the Rumble that they weren't going to treat him correctly. And so far, the crowd loves him. So if the crowd loves him, maybe the booking can just catch on and just make sure that he stays over, because this is hard now. You got a guy who just came up. He's way, way over with the crowd. They love him. They cheer for him. He's doing those news appearances and all the talk show stuff. And like, he looks good. He looks like a superstar. He can wrestle his ass off. And now you're going to put him in his first elimination chamber 3 weeks away from WrestleMania. And he's probably not going to win. So then what do you do with him?
Yeah.
You feature him in this spot, which is great. He's going to get a feature spot, but you know he's going to get eliminated. And then you have to figure out where he lands for WrestleMania.
Yep.
What I mean, you think we bring back like the old U.S. or Intercontinental Championship ladder match, throw a bunch of guys in there and have them fight over a title, or what? You know, where do we think Trick ends up for WrestleMania season?
See, that would be good to see, because I think Trick and Dom in a ladder match, throw in like, a couple of other
Yeah.
We know Javon Evans is not winning in the Elimination Chamber on Saturday. Throw
Right.
Javon Evans in there, throw a couple of those youngsters into a
and
IC
let
ladder
him
match.
go.
That would be fucking fantastic. That would be one of the first WrestleMania matches I would actually be extremely invested in.
Yeah. No, that would be very cool.
I
Good.
always thought Trick could get like a mid card, but again, like you don't take it off Ray. I mean, of Dominic unless he's But
unless
he's
he's moving up.
right.
I think Dom should lose it to somebody and then win the Money in the Bank and then win the world title.
Right. That's what that
Yes,
should be
exactly.
the transition. But who
Yep.
knows? Maybe do you make Trick Williams a face by WrestleMania? You have time. I mean, it doesn't have to
Is
be a
Trick-
long, like it could be like a who knows? You have
See,
the tournament for the IC title. Winner.
Right.
I
takes
don't
on-
see Trick as a
Okay.
heel though either.
I was gonna ask the same thing. Is he a heel?
I think he
I don't
is. Isn't he
consider
a
him.
heel?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Well,
I
even
feel
better.
like he's-
I feel like he's just one of those dudes that they don't give a shit if he's a heel or a face. They're gonna whoop
He's a
that
tweener.
Trick and be. It's like the same thing. Like now, the only time Dom really gets heat is when he's in the ring with Liv. When he comes out on his own,
Right.
they love him now.
right.
So but he hasn't changed. He's still a fucking heel. But he just went over. The same thing with Trick Williams. He was way over in NXT, regardless if he was heel or face. They ate him up.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think, like you said, he might be positioned as a healer, like they're kind of treating him as a heel or a tweener, but the crowd, the
Yeah.
crowd speaks for itself. They really like him over here on
They
the main
love him.
roster. Yeah, which is
Love him.
fantastic.
And it's everything, man. Just like that whole white outfit and the glow, all the light
Yes.
that walks out. Oh, it's just.
It's a
awesome.
great entrance. Yeah,
Right.
he's got,
Whoever
he's got
designed
charisma. Yeah,
His stuff, like from the entrance to the music, did a great job with him.
yeah, they
And
really,
listening to
they
Wade
nailed it.
Barrett trying to do Booker T's part just makes it even better on commentary.
How does Booker do it, and then how does
So
Barrett
when
do
he
it?
did,
What's
so
the-
when Booker was doing it on NXT, be like, "Whoop that Trick," like, and each would be, I like it. But now you have Wade Barrett, who has no rhythm and a British accent, so it's like, "Whoop that Trick," whoop that Trick. I like it. It's so bad. It's freaking hilarious.
and he's like, "Whoop that trick, Michael! You have to
Exactly.
whoop that trick. I like it.
"Yep, thank you."
We
That's
fight
way
on
better than my
Friday
impersonation.
nights."
That's a way
God,
better
listen.
impersonation than I did, but yeah, pretty much.
Tara didn't know the Trick was a heel, considered a heel, and she did like the whoop that Trick, Michael. Michael, he just says it, Michael.
I might have to record you doing that to make that my ringtone.
It's Friday night SmackDown, and I'm afraid I've got some bad news for you. He's going to whoop that Trick, Michael.
Oh my god, I can't.
You can just clip that, and then that's the that's the whole thing.
I'll be in the kids' school one day for something, and my phone will ring, and that's exactly what it'll say. Oh my god, I can't.
Oh my god, let's see. Rhea Ripley just wins by DQ against Julia because Nia and Lash Legend attacked her during a non-title match. Io Sky came out to even the odds, and Rio expelled the Irresistible. They're really calling them the Irresistible Forces. This is from the official WWE website. Lash Legend and Nia Jax are the Irresistible Forces.
So who's the immovable object?
Um,
Oh my god.
Tamina.
Oh god, that's
She's an immovable object for sure. And the fact that she
yeah,
can't
move
move.
right out of the damn company. You're right. Oh my
Aleister
God,
Black.
Tamina-
Tamina, it's a deep cut. Aleister Black defeated Randy Orton. He hit him with the Black Mass kick after Drew hit the Viper with the title. So,
Yep.
Drew's got beef with everybody right now.
Really, he really does.
I can't
Everybody
stand-
wants a piece of Drew.
I
It
can't
feels more
stand
and more.
champion.
You can't stand him as champion?
I love him as champion. I don't.
See, I
mind
had the feeling this was going to happen. They pulled the trigger too late on him, and now people are like, "Yeah, but okay, it's fine, but it's not exactly what I want."
I didn't care when he won at freaking WrestleMania and then Damian cashed in either. Like, I love Drew McIntyre as a performer, and he's great. Don't get me wrong, the chosen one. But every time he gets a title run, he's just so damn boring.
Yeah, but now he's got beef with so many people. I can't see this any other way than A McMahon in every corner 4-way match for the WWE Championship. By God, it's got to be a
who's
4.
gonna-
Like,
But yeah, because who's going to win the Chamber? Because now the Chamber, we know that Roman and Punk is happening.
right?
So now whoever wins the Chamber is Drew.
Is against Drew.
Unfortunately, it's like that. It's going to be Cody Rhodes, 9 out of 10.
Right. Or
So we're going to get
Cody's
Cody and Drew again.
No,
for
I
WrestleMania?
think what's going to happen is, and Al, I'll get your take on this Elimination Chamber thing in a second, since we kind of have now that we know the full scope of it. In my thing is that we're going to be down to 3. We're going to be down to Orton, Cody, and Jacob, and then Jacob is going to take out Cody. Like, Cody's looking like he's going to win. Or maybe Cody eliminates Jacob, and before he leaves, he hits him with the spike and the thing and the Samoan drop, and then Randy Orton RKO. Boom. Randy wins the Chamber, but then Jacob and Cody have some sort of cause to get added, and you have a 4-way match at WrestleMania, fatal 4-way with Drew, Randy,
Jacob's not in the
Cody.
Chamber, though.
So he's going to Oh, that's right. He didn't make it in
He's
the Chamber.
not. He didn't make it.
It's Cody.
He's
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
have the black match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
All
just
right,
had to
so
go look it up. I'm like, wait a minute, Jacob.
I thought he was in the
He
Chamber
didn't
for
win.
sure. He's gonna have a black mask on, and he's gonna jump in the ring, and he's gonna beat up Cody. There we
Well,
go.
I heard that supposedly, because LA Knight is in the Chamber, and what I heard for the Chamber match is that Brock Lesnar is going to intrude and beat the living bricks off LA Knight, and that's going to be the match for WrestleMania.
I heard
I
that
don't like
too,
it,
and I
but
hate
that's
it.
what I heard. I don't like it, but
Because I don't give a shit about Drew against Brock Lesnar. There's no story there.
No, LA Knight against Brock Lesnar.
Oh, LA Knight's gonna. Okay. So Brock's gonna take out LA Knight, and then they're gonna have him. But that means Brock's gonna go in the Chamber and not win. Like, would he take his place like Edge did to Kofi?
Could
Hmm.
he could?
I mean,
do
there's
that.
there's a whole lot of stuff that could happen with an Elimination Chamber.
I also heard a rumor. I mean, I know we're getting out of context, but I heard a rumor that Brock Lesnar's last year is next year, and Gunther's going to be the man to take him out.
They've been saying that. I heard that since they started booking this John Cena retirement tour. Was like, oh, Brock Lesnar's next, and then Randy Orton after that, and you're just going to lose a whole bunch of main eventers in like 26, 27, 28, like all in a row.
See, but I'm
Wow.
okay with Gunther taking out Brock Lesnar like that too, as long as the submission looks right. But you know,
Can we also talk, I mean, we'll talk about it when we get to Raw. I think, was that everything for, okay, so that was everything for SmackDown. I'll get the Raw results loaded up. But yeah, this retirement thing for all these guys. How did AJ Styles, I love AJ Styles. I've been following AJ Styles since 2004. Big reason I watched TNA for a long time. You know, one of the reasons that American fans would get into New Japan, because you had him and you had Prince Devitt and you had Kenny Omega and all those American guys coming, you know, and then they made the Bullet Club and the rest is history. How did he get a better retirement than 17-time champion John Cena?
because they learned their lesson the first time.
They must have, because he passed out instead of tapped out. They did the retirement ceremony on Raw instead of immediately after the guy losing a big emotional match. They announced his Hall of Fame induction right away, which was apparently a complete surprise to him and his family. They had no clue it was happening. And they brought out TNA
And
guys. It was such an, you know.
And gave him a better music selection too for his package.
Oh, the video. Yeah, the promo video.
Yeah.
Of course.
By Creed was way better music than what they were playing for John Cena. They learned. Maybe Netflix says you're not paying for a shitty retirement like what you did on Peacock.
Yeah, exactly. They probably saw that and were like, guys, you got to fix some stuff for this next one. Because this was like, it was done the right way. The two champions didn't come out and put their belts on the guy. Like, that was, I thought that was fucking condescending as all fuck. It's like, he won the title 17 times. He doesn't need you to put the titles on. He won them already. He beat both of you. He beat both of you several times.
And the cool extra footage of it was, did they go down to the ring and go cheer with him and everything, and all the wrestlers go down? But you saw that from footage of the fans taping it from inside. It didn't take away from letting AJ have his moment.
Yeah, I thought that was I thought it was a good retirement for him. And like the other thing I thought was interesting, and I think this is my conspiracy. It's my conspiracy. They're putting medication in the water to make the friggin' frogs gay. No, what they're actually they're poisoning the water.
RFK. Thank you, RFK.
Can I send you a 50-pound bucket of freeze-dried mac and cheese? Let's see here. So my conspiracy theory is that they surprised him with the Hall of Fame induction for next year as a preemptive strike against him signing with anybody else like AEW or TNA for one more run. So even though he has one more run coming up, it's got a dead stop date of next year's WrestleMania Hall of Fame induction.
You think it's not for this year?
No,
They
they
said
said he's going into the
It's for
2026
this
Hall of
year.
Fame.
Oh, the 2026. Jeez, it's already
Right, yeah.
2026. So yes,
Yeah,
this was a pre.
they missed that.
This was a pre. We're in a new year now. It's 2 months. Give me a break.
I'm sorry.
It's 2 months. But so that means this is definitely a preemptive strike to get him in the Hall of Fame and officially retire, to like put the thought out of his head to signing with somebody else for one last run.
Well, no, he signed a contract to be a backstage training advisor and everything until 2028.
I thought when as of that Royal Rumble match he hadn't, but he has now.
No,
Or did he
yes,
sign
they
it before
basically gave him like a Legends contract for him.
Well, there we
that
go.
He's supposed to be starting. He's supposed to be in the Performance Center.
Well, that only means one thing: the Performance Center recruits should get a hell of a lot better.
This is true.
No knock on who's there now, but I mean, when you have the phenomenal AJ Styles as your coach, I mean, that's the learning tree right there. That's what you want.
And you got Jazz down there now too.
Oh, she's phenomenal.
And Jazz
speaking
took
of-
over for the women down there.
it's the right choice. I mean, she's one of those ones. When she had that run around WrestleMania 19, and she won like a 3-way or a 4-way at WrestleMania 19. Oh, she was tearing through that division. It was
Yep,
so
she got
good.
screwed royally because of the fact that the talent could not keep up.
She was way too good for the women's division of that
She
year.
definitely
Absolutely.
was. Definitely was way better wrestler.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
only one at that time that could actually even basically keep up with her was basically like a Gail Kim.
Yeah, that would have been the time. Gail Kim would have been the only one. Because like
Yeah.
Lita would have been gone by then, and Trish would have been gone by then. Ish.
Yeah, but then don't forget though, they weren't really putting her that much in the title hunt either because
Right.
she didn't meet the mold of what would be a woman's champion. That's why Jacqueline used to always get screwed too, because Jacqueline was another one.
She did win the women's title, I think, at least once, right?
Yeah, but
She
then
was-
she lost it in a fucking evening gown match.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. It was always that shit.
Like
It was some diva
Jacqueline,
shit.
come on.
Oh, I know, terrible. But Jacqueline, I know Eric's not here, so I'll just bring it up. If you were 12 years old during the Attitude Era, one of the things, or the two things you remember the most, are Jacqueline's big old titties. Like,
100%. Them
Yep.
shit's
And
always in your
when
face.
she wore the referee shirts.
and I'll be brave and say it. Better titties than Sable.
100. They definitely were a better job. 100%.
Even
And
when
the fact
Sable
that-
came out with the handprints on.
And the fact that I'm sitting here nodding and agreeing scares me just about as much. But
You know, I mean, they're all 60-year-old women at this point, so you know we can still.
at least they're not. At least we're not talking about Stacey Carter's.
Oh, the cat. Yeah. There was a God, we're going back. And I swear I'll get to Tara's question in a second. When the cat was on the WWF after Lawler, like he was there and then he left for a little while. He came back because she got fired, but then they broke up and he came back. There was a point where you could go on Jerry Lawler's official Jerry the King website, like jerrythekinglawler.com. And there was a section for Miss Kitty. And again, as a as a young man of a certain age, I vividly remember like racy photos of her posing with a jack-o'-lantern covering certain areas to make it like clean. Like there was like a full carved jack-o'-lantern and she was basically sitting behind it naked. And this was just Jerry was just like, hey, puppies, and uploaded the fucking photos. I don't know what the deal is, but that was Jerry Lawler's website back in the early 2000s.
The fact that we could even just go to a wrestler's website like that back in the day, I'm like, wow, nobody does this anymore.
I was at a show with him once. I was like, Jerry, I was going to buy a crown on your website, but they were $500. He's like, shut up. Somebody's going to pay that price one day. And I'm like, all right, fair enough. He's like, somebody else will buy it, not you. I'm like, fair enough. I was going to try and get a deal. If I could have got it for $250, I'd be walking around with one of Jerry's ring-used crowns. $500 is a little rich for my blood.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, is Cena going into the Hall of Fame? I was confused about that, says Tara. As of this year, no.
Thank God.
It would be a lot to have him and AJ in the same class.
Plus, you also got Stephanie.
Oh, yeah. Can't forget. If Triple H's Hall of Fame speech was like an hour and something, how long do you think Stephanie's is going to be?
2.
How many times do you think she'll bring up 9/11? That's a deep cut. Oh, my God. That's a deep cut. Al, do you understand that?
No.
Oh, no. So 9/11 happened on a Tuesday.
Yep.
And then what, on Thursday was SmackDown?
Yep.
They decided, they said, fuck it. We are going to be the first live entertainment event back after 9/11.
Yep.
So they do wrestling, but in between they do like interviews, one by one interviews with the superstars, and they talk about, I had family that lives in New York. I remember this in New York. We went to Madison Square Garden, blah, 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 all these things. And then Stephanie gets up there and she says, 9/11 reminds me of all the people that persecute my father and my family and all the lawsuits we've been through and all the things that people put us through. They're terrorizing us the same way the terrorists crashed that plane into the Twin Towers.
Wow.
She said this on television. It wasn't even live. They taped this. They could have absolutely. You could have said, Stephanie, take another take on this one, please. And let's not
do it.
Right. He's like, that was great. Do it again. Call them terrorists.
Oh my
The only good part of that episode was Lillian Garcia's version of the Star Spangled Banner.
Oh, amazing! It's the best. I think that's the best one she's done, and it's all been downhill since.
Absolutely.
Like she's still good, but I mean, geez, like that one was like, wow. How do you top that?
Because she had all the motion and everything behind it.
Yeah, it was very. I mean, it was very powerful.
Yep.
Let's see here. Dragon Lee attacked Gunther. Great.
Big deal.
So he's gonna get the shit kicked out of him by Gunther because he's not. He just beat John Cena and AJ Styles and retired them. He's not losing to Dragon Lee. That's just not happening. Doesn't matter if Triple H is booking it or Undertaker is booking AAA. Shit's not happening. The Usos backed up Cody Rhodes against the Vision, which by the end of the show, there ain't much of a Vision left. If I'm being honest.
Did Bronson Reed get hurt? I heard. Is that
Bronson
true?
Reed tore his bicep off the freaking bone.
I said it the other day. There's like this juju over Raw right now, bro.
Yeah,
the Vision is the Kennedys of wrestling.
Yeah,
Well, they're not dying.
Right.
They're not
Good
fucking
point, Al.
dying.
They're not dead.
Their careers are dying right now. I mean, I'm not going to say the heart curse because then Natalia will get hurt.
Yeah,
So-
they're not the Von Erichs or anything.
Oh, that's just as bad. They're dead too. I mean,
We're trying to find injured people. We're talking about dead ones. Yeah, bad news for the Vision. Bronson Reed breaks up a pin, and as he jumps over to break up the pin, one of his arms stays down. So as he rolls over, his arm stays kind of trapped in between the guys and pulls, and then the bicep goes boop, and then he tries to do like a clothesline or another move, and boop, and it's over, Johnny.
ugh, that was bad.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
so.
that's,
And he was scheduled
so
to win
who's
that
the
match.
Vision now?
Austin
Breaker.
Theory and Logan Paul.
Breaker,
And the
Austin Theory, Logan Paul.
That's
Right,
all
right.
that's left.
Yeah. That's it.
Braun, Bronson, and Seth are out. So,
That's right. Braun, Bronson, and Seth are all out.
yeah. Paul Heyman's like, what the fuck was I thinking?
Right. And so Bronson Reed was supposed to win that match. They called an audible. Jey Uso now in the Elimination Chamber.
Unbelievable. And then that screwed up to the fact that, now the masked person probably isn't even going to exist anymore now.
Masked person's probably hurt for all we know.
Oh, I know, right? We're gonna get a report. The masked person's out for 6 months or something too. He jumps the railing and trips and like breaks his leg or some shit.
Well, what's the point of it now if the only people that are in it are Logan Paul and Austin
I'm
Theory?
telling you, it's the perfect time to put the strap on LA Knight before you listen to me. Perfect
would be-
time.
It would be
Way too
really
many
funny
injuries.
if LA Knight was revealed to be the guy behind the mask and then just goes on some big fucking babyface run. Like, could you imagine he's like revealed as the guy taking out the Vision one by one and then just
And he
makes a
can
run to the
say
title?
it's me, Austin. He can take it off and say it.
It was me, Austin. Yeah, all along, dummy. You know what I mean? Like, he's got it. He nailed it.
It works.
Yeah. And the crowd will go, yeah. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that would be great.
my
Liv
God.
Morgan. So Liv Morgan officially makes it known she is challenging Stephanie Vaquer. I like what I thought was funny about the segment is she's standing there and she squares up to Jade, and the crowd was not into that matchup.
At all.
Not at all.
And then she
It's not
turns.
believable.
No,
It's not a
she
believable
turns
matchup.
around and she whops right in the face, and Stephanie McCare goes. "Gah." She goes out.
Yep.
Oh, so that's your WrestleMania match.
Yeah, but the work between the two of them, even though it hasn't been really physical aside for what happened last night, that fucking interview last week was absolute fire. Like,
I think this will be a good one. I mean, Liv has been improved. Stephanie's already good. Liv has been improving. I think this could end up being a good match. This could be one of those like low key, like scene stealer WrestleMania matches, you know? Yeah, everybody. Tara's like, I knew she was going to pick her. Yeah, we know. You're not. It wouldn't make sense for Liv Morgan, who's very much an opportunist like her boyfriend Dom, to pick the biggest, heaviest, undefeated, strongest, gigantic woman in the world to fight at WrestleMania. Like, no, go pick on someone your own size, literally.
Literally.
but nobody cares about the Jade Cargill being champion anyway. So-
No, I said this last week, Kat. I don't know what you think about it. I feel like Jordan Grace should have been the one. Like they shouldn't have put her so soon. They should have built it up so she's the one that beats her at WrestleMania.
100%. Agree with that 1,000,000%. Which is another thing that sucks that she's not in the chamber.
Yeah,
And you
Yeah.
talking about putting a big girl, the strong girl in the chamber. Like I said, Lash Legend, but she's another one.
Oh, Jordan Grace would be great in a chamber because yeah, she's small but she's strong.
Correct. Yep. Nope. But I think that's the only. But like I said, I don't even know of anybody in the chamber that I want to actually even see face Jade Cargill.
No, I can't. I'll look up that card in a second so we can do our predictions. But I can't think of anybody top of mind that would have a chance. Now the next match we'll finish up Raw because there's only like what three. Well, there's a couple. Wow, there's a lot of segments left. I forgot Raw is a freaking long show. In the match of Steve's two favorites, Natty beat Maxine Dupree via referee stoppage. Kat, now that Steve's not here to intimidate you like he does to everybody else when we talk about Natty and Maxine Dupree, how do you really feel about them?
I made that defense when Steve wasn't here, actually, originally. Yeah,
That's
he
true.
agreed. I did make this statement when he was not there. I still stand behind that I think Maxine is better than Zoe. I 1,000,000% agree with that.
Then Zoe
But
who?
that's about as far as
Zoe who?
Zoe Stark.
Wait. Shit saying?
She says Maxine is better. Maxine's better than Stark.
Oh hell no. Really?
You think Maxine's not better than Shit Stain Stark?
I don't think so. I think we hate Shit Saying Stark because of Steve, but I don't think she's that bad.
Yeah.
I don't hate Zoe Stark at all, to be honest. I'm one of the few people that likes Zoe Stark. I just do it on more fun just to piss Steve off.
Right.
But if you were going to talk about, but if we're going to talk about mic scales, if we're going to talk about development, and we're going to talk about appearance, and we're going to talk about not being on the injured list, Maxine Dupree is above Zoe at the present moment. Now, that doesn't mean Zoe can't come back and change my mind.
Well, I mean,
But
if you're putting all those things into continuation, I guess you're right.
I don't just concede. Like I said, when you're looking at the package of a performance and everything like that, she puts out a lot more, in my opinion, than Zoe. And like I said, I don't despise Zoe at all. There's only really two female wrestlers that I really cannot stand, and that's the Bellas.
Fair enough.
But anyone else, I'm like, if you know,
And
you
how are
have
you
the talent
feeling?
and you can show it off and you can do it.
How are you feeling about this new Natty
what?
Neidhart? How are you feeling about new Natty Neidhart?
I like it. I honestly like it. I wish that they would finally make up their mind with her what they're going to do with her. So if this gimmick is going to last more than 30 days like most of her other gimmicks do, I'll be fine with her development.
Right. Brocco issues an open challenge for Mania, which may or may not be answered by LA Knight, apparently. Javon Evans beats Kofi. Cool. And Punk vows to remain world champion. Now, I saw feedback online that this was not the most well-received CM Punk promo since his comeback. In terms of like people online saying this might have been his worst promo since coming back to WWE 2 years ago. I don't know. I'm putting that out there.
Maybe, but I think maybe it wasn't his best, probably. But I think AJ's retirement, and there's no secret about the friendship that those two have had for a very long time. That probably did play a factor in the way he performed last night.
Yeah, that's true. It might have been on his mind that AJ was retiring.
He opened with that when he started. He goes, "This ain't about me tonight. This is about AJ Styles." He was not trying to sell the crowd on something. I mean, he snuck it in anyway because that's just who he is. But that wasn't the object of what he had planned on doing.
But I know he did throw some things in about Roman not being there and only working a certain amount of time and yada yada yada. So that was some of his.
Correct.
That was
Which again. But look at the fact that Roman is the very loved tribal chief. So him saying he's good to have Roman as an opponent is fine, but to talk trash talk Roman, that's not going to go over so well.
Yeah.
He's not the heel this time, Roman.
Yeah, no, he's definitely not. And I think that's his strong suit as well. I think Punk's strong suit is being the heel. The babyface works, but like how many times can you come out? It feels great to be out live in Chicago tonight or wherever the fuck they are. It's
oh
like
my God.
I'm happy to be in Saratoga Springs. Who gives a shit?
I hate it.
It's just like get to the point. It's like, what do you want to talk about? Who cares? Just talk. We already know why you're out here. Your music played for 3.5 minutes. Like, let's go.
6 of his shows, so.
They fucking muted your music to do an advertisement for Prime and then DraftKings and then turn your music back up for the rest of it. Like, we know. Let's see here. Raquel Rodriguez defeated Io Sky and Kairi Sane in a triple threat. What was the? Yeah, okay, cool. So that's it. The Tejana Bomb. They changed the name of that move.
I thought it was the Tejana Bomb. No,
it was the Chingana. It wasn't. the Chingana bomb? Like, wasn't it something like Chinga? Like, wasn't it that? Like, it wasn't.
No.
It was
But
always
they
the
haven't
Tejana
called it
bomb.
that. But they
So I
haven't
don't
called
know.
it the Chinga until she moved up from NXT.
That's what it is. Okay. You hear it and then like that stuck with me. The Tejana bomb. I get it. It's you can't really say what you want to say on certain channels. So I get the name change, but like I like that better. And then if
They probably
we
make it on Netflix.
and then we finished with AJ Styles, which, like we said, was the best retirement of the year. Sorry, John Cena. That's gosh, John Cena. Okay, well, I'm gonna pull up the Elimination Chamber if I can spell it. 2026, and we'll get our predictions. But I just because it is coming up this the 28th, which is Saturday. John Cena. The weird thing about John is there was a point he was big baby face. The crowd started to turn on him. They refused to turn him heel for years and years. And then when they turned him heel, people were like, "Yeah, but we wanted babyface John Cena for his last run, not heel John Cena." And then when he retired, he wants to do the right thing and tap out. And people were like, "Well, you should have passed out." And then they booed him. I don't know why my camera just went off, but I'll figure that out. I might have to just turn it off and back on again. But and then the retirement just kind of fell flat. It almost feels like whatever the crowd wanted for John Cena, they did the opposite for like his entire career.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, let me check
Yeah,
this.
it's like that was their guy, but they kind of like fucked him in our eyes per se. Like anytime we wanted something with him, they're like, "Yeah, no, you're not gonna get it."
And they would tease it. They teased the heel turn a couple times and everything.
Yeah.
All right, let me go handle this camera situation. We got 4 matches announced right now for the Elimination Chamber, 2 chamber matches, and then 2 title matches, a World Heavyweight Championship and a Women's Intercontinental Championship. And I know Becky cut a promo something about you'll be the second most talented AJ that retires this year or something like that.
Yep.
So that's a pretty good line.
Dude,
All right.
this is the best version of Becky Lynch we've ever had. I freaking love everything about what she's doing right now.
You said Becky?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I completely agree with you. I think she's at that stage in her career that she can't do no wrong in my eyes, honestly. I feel like she could definitely do whatever the hell she wants and it just goes.
Right. She's one of those made people
Mm-hmm.
in
No, but
wrestling.
even just think of it, like the best in the world, everybody knows it. Bleacher knows it. Sports Illustrated, it's so good. It's freaking brilliant.
But call me crazy. For me, she is the best horsewoman.
Oh yeah. She shook out to be the best of all of them.
Absolutely. 100%.
Charlotte was up there for a long while, but Charlotte she got very, very good and then just kind of leveled out, whereas Becky kept changing things up. And it's not her fault because when you're Charlotte Flair, how much can you change up? You have to kind of still, there's an expectation of being a Flair that you have to hold up. So you can't, she's not going to, next thing you know, be like goth with a bunch of tattoos or something. How much can you change about Charlotte Flair? So I get it. But like Becky was able to just, little by little. Dude. So what do we think about this match for AJ Lee challenging Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship in Chicago? Do we do the big title change there, or do we screw over AJ and stretch this out to WrestleMania?
I would screw AJ. I would screw AJ.
We all would.
Well, easy. My wife's sitting next to me. But yes, I would too.
There we go.
No, what you would call it? Yes, I will screw her simply for the elongation of this. Because my thing is this: you put a strap on her. How many times are we going to see her before WrestleMania? Or do we put the strap on her? She'll be here till WrestleMania or the night after, but we give the strap back to Becky, which I'm okay with that too. I think I mentioned that before. So I'd rather that, but for some reason I feel like they're not going to give her the stripe yet. I don't know why.
Yeah, what do you think, Kat?
They kind of have to let her let AJ lose on Saturday, because she has beaten Becky in both matches. So at WrestlePalooza in the tag team match with their respective husbands, and in the Elimination Chamber, Becky tapped out to the Black Widow both times. So are they going to really make Becky 3-0 against AJ? I think that would be a mistake.
Yeah, no, I think so too. You know, because and it's still the typical WWE thing of like very rarely does somebody go over in their hometown in a WWE show. Ask Mickie James every single time they were in Memphis. Jesus Christ.
Ask Bret Hart in Canada.
Oh yeah.
Is it still too early for that joke?
It's never too early. And then we have the other singles championship champion CM Punk defending against Finn Balor. It doesn't seem to me that they're going to change direction midstream on the way to WrestleMania to sell a Finn Balor versus Roman Reigns match. So I feel like CM Punk has to win this one.
Sorry.
They both can't lose in Chicago. That'll be
exactly.
Like
you got to have, yeah.
That'll be ECW one night stand all over again. If Punk loses, we riot.
Imagine how great it would be if they both lose, though.
I would be
Green
speechless.
shirt man gotta run real fast.
Imagine the heat, pal. Like, it's
oh my God.
They're thinking there's somebody at the office is pitching that. Like Johnny Ace is on the phone. He's like, pal, I could come back and tell you what to do with this. Change the title to the short Irish guy with the big head. No. I don't see Finn Balor winning this match. It's too bad because they reheated him at the wrong time. Like all of a sudden he's a singles guy and we're supposed to take him seriously now. But like, we're in the middle of WrestleMania season, bro. Yeah. Women's Elimination Chamber match. You get a women's championship opportunity at WrestleMania 42. Our entrants are Tiffany Stratton, Rhea Ripley, Alexa Bliss, Asuka, Kiana James, and Raquel Rodriguez.
I don't know why, but I really want Raquel Rodriguez to win.
Same.
Call me crazy, but I want her and Liv to walk out as both champion at fucking WrestleMania. And call me crazy.
Yeah.
I really do.
Right in my mind.
Well, because there's a lot of math going on here where you've got Rhea and Asuka who've got tag team beef. Alexa's in a tag team, so she could be included in some of that drama. And just looking at the matchups, like Tiffany versus Jade, I don't want to see. Rhea versus Jade, that's fine, but I feel like if you're really going to have those two big girls clash at it, like you're going to give us 3 weeks or a month before, like for wrestling. Like I just feel like this should be a bigger program between the two of them if we're going to go that way. Plus, you already have the tag team thing wrapped up, so Io Sky and you know what I mean. You know who the players are going to be for the women's tag stuff as we go into WrestleMania. Alexa, I don't think Alexa versus Jade does nothing for me. Asuka versus Jade would actually be good. Kiana James, if you want to push her, but she's not winning. And then Raquel, who I think out of all of them, I agree with you, Al, would probably be the best matchup and also give you an opportunity to, like, if you're going to have Jade put somebody over, it can't be a little, you know what I mean? Like Alexa Bliss rolling up Jade and winning the match would be dog shit. And, Raquel taking it to her and actually having like a hard hitting hoss match, a lady hoss match makes sense.
Yeah. Jade freaking wrestling in a women's championship matches WrestleMania. It's anything I didn't have on my bingo card last year.
Yeah. So do we put Ricky Saints on the bingo card for next year? No. That fucking guy. Good for him getting paid by the WWE, but it's like that guy was challenging for world titles.
Yep.
In AEW, and now he's slumming it in NXT for the US title or whatever it is.
Yeah, cutting promos against Edge in AEW.
And I'm gonna tell you the truth. I thought that guy was gonna move up right away, but
I did
guess
too.
he didn't- I guess the spark didn't hit the same.
No, which I mean, you know. Also, I think all of this stuff. Say what you want about Royce Keys, it's his family members' names that he mashed together. It's not a superstar name in the way that Powerhouse Will Hobbs is. And it's the same for Ricky Starks, the Starkman Jones. Ricky Saints is like literally the I moved to NXT and I need to change my name version of that name. That's really what it's not. I don't know. If you're going to change it from Ricky Starks, it's you could have had something better. I'm still sour on Lexus King as well. I think that's a dog shit name.
Yes, that one drives me nuts.
Anyway,
but going back to the women's chamber really quick, it's definitely, I agree with Raquel, it's definitely not going to be Rhea or Io because unfortunately that group of girls I said that I can't stand, I have a feeling that Rio is going to be going against the fucking Bellas at WrestleMania.
Oh, you mean the soon-to-be WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, the Bella Twins?
Shut your mouth.
I'm just saying.
I'm off page, right?
It's coming.
I know, and I can't stand it.
And if you weren't paying attention at the Saudi Royal Rumble, with the way that the Saudi crowd reacts to new superstars, not very loudly, and for old superstars, very loudly, expect next year to be the Bella Twins defending their titles, CM Punk defending his title, dig up Yokozuna, make him defend a title. You know what I mean? Like we're gonna have. It's gonna be old. It's gonna be, Terry Funk's gonna hobble out of his grave and wrestle one more match forever. It's gonna be old man mania next year.
Yeah, it really is. But you're so right because Brie would have not gotten that reaction in the United States.
Dude, Brie got the "We want you to win the Rumble" reaction.
Yes.
Yeah.
She got the
which is
Daniel
scary
Bryan.
in itself.
Yeah. She got that "we know the booking says you're not winning, but we want to make them change their minds" kind of heat. Like, it was crazy.
Like right now. Change their mind right now.
And if they called the audible and had Brie win it, the whole place would have exploded.
But ape shit.
Yeah. And Tara also agrees she doesn't like Ricky Saints. Don't even put that out in the universe that Brie Bella wins the Royal Rumble. I know. All right, enough of the women's division. We got a couple minutes left here for our final match of the Chamber. Goes to challenge the undisputed WWE champion Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania 42. Randy Orton, LA Knight, Cody Rhodes, Javon Evans, Trick Williams, and not Bronson Reed, Jey Uso.
Unfortunately, I'm going to say Cody.
I mean, it's the only storyline wise, it's the only one that makes sense.
Yep. But like I said, and I'm part of the Cody crybabies. I know you're not a big Cody Rhodes fan, but I love him.
Yeah.
But I don't want this. I do not want a Cody Rhodes main event again.
No, because it's just it's one of those things that, like, when you look back historically, and I know he's the top guy in the merch seller and all this, but look at the number of WrestleMania main events that a guy like Stone Cold Steve Austin got and The Rock, and then look at the number that Cody's getting, and it's and like the number of Royal Rumbles, and he's winning. He beat Brock Lesnar. I'm still not over him beating Brock Lesnar clean. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep. At least
he needed to lose to him a couple times before winning that match. But anyway, let's look at the matchups here. Randy, they've been teasing this Randy turning on Cody thing for like a year and a half, and it hasn't happened. So I feel like he can't win because he has to wait for Cody to win the title again to turn on him or something. LA Knight, who fucking knows? If you want to push somebody,
That's my guy. LA Knight is my guy in the match.
If you want to
Oh.
push somebody, you do LA or Javon or Trick. To push somebody
Javon
new.
or Trick too early. I don't think they'll get.
I think they're too early as well. But if you really, Javon might be too small for this matchup. But I think Trick Williams against Drew would be a great match.
Javon's too young to handle that type of pressure, too.
Yeah. But I think Trick,
You're gonna
with
give
the
him-
way he comes off.
He's gonna be like the Dominic Mysterio, like when he came out, he was good. We knew he was good, but you're pushing
Right.
him too much for someone that young.
Yeah. But I think Trick, I don't know. If I'm trying to establish new superstars and really move on with the future of the WWE because all of your main eventers are 40 fucking years old, I put Trick in the main event and I might have him win. Like Cody can interfere and all that, and Jacob can run out and there can be a big brawl and Drew's distracted and Trick hits the trick shot real quick and wins. Like, you know what I mean? We can do something like that. But I think you're right. I mean, your fears might be founded here, Kat. I think Cody is winning this chamber.
Yeah.
Like my personal pick, I would do Trick Williams or LA Knight would be fine for me. Especially, like I said, if you're really going to push these guys, like LA Knight, the only problem I have with it is if he wins this, he has to win at WrestleMania because every single time he challenges for this big title, he gets fucking shut down. And sure, it wasn't the right time with Roman and it wasn't the right time against this guy and that. But I mean, if it's never the right time, it's never going to be the right time. You have to pull the trigger on this fucking guy if he wins. And if not, I don't know what to do. Like, what the fuck do you do with him?
Yeah. They missed the
We've been saying
mark
this
on
since 2022. I think
Exactly.
like
They
2022.
the mark with when he should have gotten the push.
And there were two titles too. Well, no, Roman kind of consolidated them at one point, but there was a point where Roman was doing that bloodline thing where you could have had the other world championship on a guy like LA Knight because everybody was so focused on Roman. But
I agree.
So let's say Cody stays with AEW. Who beats Roman at that WrestleMania? Or who beats Roman in general? Does he just hold the title for a decade? Like, did they have anybody on deck in WWE, like an LA Knight or a Sami Zayn or whatever, to win that title if Cody didn't? Cody came in and saved their ass. Like, literally saved their ass.
Yeah.
Did he really though? Because then he went on a 40-0 winning streak and didn't lose for fucking 3 years, and like does shit like beat Brock Lesnar clean, like you said. Like, did we
I
really
know,
get
but
saved?
But they cheered. They cheered for it for a while, and all the AEW fans sat back and like, you gotta wait. You're gonna get Cody oversaturation. The Codyverse, comes for every man, woman, and child, and the Codyverse is in the WWE now. We have entered the Codyverse. We have no way home.
Jesus Christ.
That's two Spider-Man movies.
With great power comes great
It
responsibility.
is.
They need to turn Cody heel is what they need to fucking do.
They're not gonna do
Yeah,
it.
they're not. Though,
I know
because
they're not,
The merch,
but
the
that's
merch
what
sale.
they need to do.
And it would make so much sense. The blonde, good-looking guy with the fucking subway tile teeth, and he talks a good game and he dresses real good, but he's like essentially he's a nepo baby that really got to where you can totally turn this into he got where he was because his dad was Dusty Rhodes and he got a lot of opportunities that nobody else got. And yes, he is the quarterback of the team, but he's the quarterback of the team because his dad bought the school library. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. You could play that. And then when he wins 40 matches in a row, you go, that motherfucker, he's got to lose one of these days. And then somebody beats him, and it's like a big moment.
I could easily
Absolutely.
see Cody Rhodes being the MJF of wrestling right now for WWE. He
Right.
could be like that arrogant prick that everybody could get behind and hate and love at the same time.
But I mean, we're going back to before he left AEW. He was refusing. Tony Khan, the booking team, they wanted him to turn heel. They're like, Cody, this whole thing has kind of gone sideways. The act's a little stale. Let's freshen it up. give you a heel turn, but he refused. And listen, he bet on himself and he won, and he got a bunch of WrestleMania main events and a lot of money out of it. But
Yeah.
But don't forget too, when they originally started turning it down and not doing that idea, he was still the EVP.
yes, so he had a lot of power to do that. Now, I mean, but now he's got a lot of power in terms of like the goodwill with the fans and the merch sales and all that stuff. So he could, you know, Triple H and all them could have a meeting, be like, all right, guys, this is the plan. We're going to turn him heel. And he could just come in and be like, guys, look at the Fanatics sales and look at the tickets in this fucking house show where I worked in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, and like really sell the idea of like, hey, I'm not turning heel because there's too much money on the table.
But you know what? That old argument about, you know, the merch sale doesn't fly anymore if you're a heel or a face, because the black John Cena t-shirts, I just said John Cena, when he was in the heel run, those went ape shit with buying. Roman Reigns as a heel for God knows how long as the tribal chief, anything he said Bloodline was selling. The old saying of merchandise, heel versus fake, really doesn't.
Because now it's more about who people like. Because even Dom is a big merch seller, and he's supposed to be a big heel, but people like him. We talked about this last week, but I guess the examples that I used of the NWO and DX were like two culture. There was like, oh, well, they kind of crossed over, and like there was a reason they were selling big, and it wasn't just because like they were bad guys, because it was like they were a counterculture thing. And I get that, but also like that was the first real example of heels selling merch. And then from there, I feel like, you know, Edge sold a hell of a lot. Do you know how many Rated R Superstar t-shirts I own? Way more than a guy who just turned 39 years old should own. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Well, I can't even wear them anymore. I'm going to walk around 39-year-old man with a porno mustache, Rated R Superstar t-shirt. It's not happening. Why do you think I'm dressed like the fucking crocodile hunter right now? I went to a thrift store and I was like, oh, this shirt looks good. And now I look like I'm delivering postage. Like it's...
You just Ron Jeremy yourself walking around with a Rated R Superstar shirt.
I can't do it. Even if I had the full beard, I would feel weird walking around with a Rated R. Like in 2020, in 2005, yes, I walked around proudly with a Rated R Superstar shirt and a spinner belt buckle because Edge was the champion. 39 in 2026, the year of our Lord? No, that shit ain't happen. Oh man. And Edge has some okay shirts now, but it says Adam Copeland on it. It says Cope. It's like, if you just took all the letters off.
It could be worse. It could be your t-shirt and my son sneaks it into school.
That's my favorite because like 6 people on the planet own these shirts, and your son took one to school and got in trouble.
Yep. My son can't wear a Wanted Dead or Alive shirt with Vince's face on it.
I gotta get new stuff now. I know.
But I'm still sitting there for like 20 minutes when I'm getting this message or whatever. I'm like,
you're trying to figure out what shirt it is.
No, I'm trying to figure out how the fuck that even happened because I saw him leave with a sweatshirt on. He took the damn sweatshirt off. Like, he did not have Vince's t-shirt on. What the hell are you talking about?
He gave a kid a curb stomp. What if he gave a kid a curb stomp and took the hoodie off? And he's the guy that's been doing it for the last 6 months. He's the guy.
I kid you not. I grabbed my cell phone and texted his teacher. I'm like, can you text me a picture like of what shirt you're talking about? Because I swear to God, he went to school with a sweatshirt on. And she's like, sure. And I'm like, oh my God, this did not happen.
This kid. I love it.
He wore it under the sweatshirt because he knew I wouldn't let him wear it.
That's great. I bought a t-shirt and a tank top version so I can wear the tank top one during the the warmer months. And I was at a thrift store. I love my thrift store shopping now. I found some great stuff. I found a sleeveless with their sleeves ripped off flannel shirt. So I can wear the ripped off sleeves flannel shirt over my Mick Foley looking shirt. And it definitely completes the look. Although now I feel like now I gotta change. I gotta put a different picture on because I look different now. You know, I went to go book a tattoo appointment. and they didn't recognize me when I walked in. Like from like October to February, I walked in. They're like, "Hi, how can we help you?" I'm like, "Hey guys," and I'm talking right to the girl who does my tattoos. I'm like, "Hey," and then the other guy who works there, Ogre, who I know as well, he's got a mustache and then a long right here. And I said, "Hey Ogre, I joined the mustache club," and then he goes, "Vince?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's me."
They don't
Can
look
I
at your
give you
face;
money?
they look at your skin. Remember?
Yeah, they probably saw this, like my shirt was unbuttoned. So if they saw this tattoo, then they're like, "Oh, it's Vince." Okay.
Oh, it's Vince. Okay, there you go. Yeah, they don't pay attention to what your face looks like. They pay attention to the blank canvas.
Yeah, the Italian guy who accidentally got a Latin King's tattoo. It's a
What?
it's a 5-pointed crown. I didn't the tattoo artist asked me if I wanted 3 points or 5 points on my crown, and I'm like, well, every crown I've ever seen, like the Hallmark cards, have 5 points on them. So I was like, let's do 5. And then somebody, like, months after this ink has been permanently stamped into my body by a needle, goes, 5-pointed crowns are Latin Kings, right? I'm like, what?
Oh,
And the guy didn't like, maybe he thought I was a Latin king. Like, that's the thing. Maybe the tattoo artist just was like, yeah, sure. Makes sense. He looks like a Latin king.
yeah,
Right, Al,
sure.
you don't believe that, right? No, there's no way I would be confused for a Latin king.
I mean, look, I've seen weirder shit in life, right? Many people come in all shapes and colors, so it wouldn't be the
This
worst
is
thing.
gonna sound really, really bad. Was that your tattoo artist was white, right?
Yeah, it was a white guy. It was definitely a white guy.
There you go.
It's definitely a guy.
But you'd think anybody in the studio would know. You know what I mean? Like, he's not the only one there.
They don't pay attention to that shit.
No, I mean, listen, they just, they're like, hey, well, if you want a tattoo, we got money. We don't really care what, if it's not like a swastika, I think we're fine. Like, you know what I mean? They don't give
You want me to put it on your ass? It's no problem.
It's good. The next one I'm going to get is it's going to be a red bandana. No, I'm kidding. That is not the next tattoo I'm going to get. That's a terrible idea.
Good, because then they'll mistake you for Bret Michaels.
Oh. All right, we should probably pack up in a little while. I'm just reminded of something with the gangs now. We used to have, back in the day, you remember the S that everybody would draw? We had graffiti of that kept popping up in my town. And again, I was 8 to 10 years old at the time, so I'm not in a position to question things. I can just accept the facts as they were delivered to me at 8 or 10 years old. The S kept popping up in town, and the rumor was in West Hartford, Connecticut, the Los Alitos gang was graffitiing a S on the walls of the school. The Los Alitos in Connecticut. Is that a thing? The Los Alitos?
I don't even know
who
what that
graduated
is.
to be as the Main Street Posse.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was Rodney and Pete Gas all along. Like, what are we doing, guys? And then we had.
But what did you say they were called? The Los what?
Los Alitos.
The Elite?
ALITOS. So I don't know if it's the elite or like a high altitude. Maybe they just like to climb mountains.
Oh my God.
I don't know what Alitos is. Yeah, Los Alitos was supposedly the band. And it wasn't Los Salidos because that's something else, and that sounds very jolly. No, I believe it was the Los Alitos, and then there was rumors that it was Latin Kings. We briefly had a gang in town, and I say gang. I want you to know that at the time, like it's West Hartford is like 75% white probably now. At the time, it was like 90% white, and we had a gang called the 223 because the 223 is a type of caliber of bullet. And one time I was eating at, this is all imagine in the suburbs of Connecticut. You're eating at a Friendly's, and 6 white kids in red t-shirts come this way, and 6 white kids in black t-shirts come this way, and start getting into an argument outside the Friendly's.
And here you are.
And I'm like, well, first of all, this is West Hartford. Nothing's happening. I eat my fucking Sunday and I
Oh my
leave.
god.
But the best part is they do this in the middle of town on the main road where all the restaurants and shops are, where in the parking lot next to the Friendlies is a police cruiser that sits there between like 9 and midnight to catch people speeding. And the guy sitting in the cruiser looked to his left, went whoop, whoop. And, you know, I don't know if he got any of them, but they scattered. And that was the last I heard of the 223s. And that was in 2010.
Okay. I'm really scared to have done this, but Los Solidos, SOLIDOS.
Okay, so it's that. Okay, so we do.
1995. Yeah, 1995 to 2013 was considered the most dangerous gang in Hartford.
Oh. Well, that's so they came. So they came one town over to do the graffiti, I guess. I mean, it makes sense.
Yep, they're prevalent in Hartford, Connecticut, and oh Jesus Christ, their other affiliation is Springfield, Massachusetts.
I was just gonna say before you said it, I bet it's Springfield. Holy shit, that makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
Some people when they grew up saw that S in everybody's notebook. I saw it on every brick building in town. Like that was okay. So that was an actual gang. I learned something 30 years later. 30 years.
It's a drug trafficking gang.
Yeah. But it also could have just been kids doing the graffiti and they blamed the gang. I don't know. Oh, so this is the last thing I'll talk about because this is very relevant. I was going to bring it up 10 minutes ago, but we got distracted by gangs. Tara says, I was talking to my brother. He thinks that the demon is in the box. And then she shared something the other day, and which kind of made sense to me with the things that I've seen, that Danhausen could be in the box.
I forgot all about the box until you just said that.
What's in the box?
Do you think it's a wrestler or do you think it's something else? What do you think it is?
It's tall enough to be a person. So it could be a person. The other thing it could be is a statue of Sting, and then they unveil it, and it's not a statue of Sting. Or whatever the fuck it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a statue of Triple H or Seth Rollins, and it was Sting. But whatever. It's yay high. It's like 5 and 6 feet tall, 7 feet tall. So it's like human sized. So it could be a statue. It could be some sort of freestanding thing. I did hear Danhausen wrestled a show.
If it actually is a person,
Go ahead.
I said if it's a person, they're fucking dead being in that box so long.
Not if it's Danhausen. You know, he's like a vampire or some shit. I don't know.
Right. We do have supernatural.
Well, they need blood. Hello.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe he packed some with him. Like he packed a light lunch to stay in the box.
Yeah.
I heard,
and then he's got Vampiro in there with him. Got it.
Right. Yeah. So I kind of heard that Danhausen wrestled a show last weekend and kind of spent a lot of time going around. Like they had the person who wrote up the report said it looked like a retirement ceremony from the Indies because he kind of went around the ring and shook hands with everybody and had a moment. So maybe his contract is up. Maybe Tony Khan let him out, and maybe he's in the box. But I do not know. I've heard nothing about who could possibly be in this box.
There's another rumor going around that it's Bad Bunny.
Oh, all right. That wouldn't be that. Yeah, I'd be on board with Bad Bunny coming back. He was good.
Oh, I have no argument with it whatsoever. But yeah.
I said this a while ago. I think you get back because Logan Paul was a celebrity and he did good. You get back Bad Bunny, you get back Jelly Roll, you put somebody with Logan Paul, and you have Logan Paul in a tag team match against Jelly Roll and Bad Bunny, and have Bad Bunny and Jelly Roll do a song that's their entrance music, and then you sell that song on iTunes, and then you make a whole bunch of money.
Holy shit.
Isn't that like the easiest thing in the world? You get the collaboration of two of the biggest artists, and they rap a song that only gets like it's like an exclusive for WWE stuff, and then you go, well, you can go to Spotify or you can go to iTunes and spend your $1.29 or whatever it is, and sell a song.
Right. It makes sense.
And it with those
And
guys
it
in it,
will blow up. 'Cause you
right?
got
And it has
6
it could get played on the radio,
Right.
which is you can't, you're not going to hear somebody go like, you're listening to The Shark. Up next is Jey Uso's theme, Yeet. And it's like, it's just not happening. That shit's not happening. Like, there are very few songs you could play from wrestling that weren't already established pop songs that could play on the radio. So, like, that would be such an opportunity to have a song that when they talk about it, they have to say, this song was recorded because these guys were in a WWE match together at SummerSlam or
So
WrestleMania
just
or whatever it is.
for an instinct, right? Like when Bad Bunny came out in Puerto Rico against Damian Priest, he came out to Chambea, right? That's an actual song.
Uh-huh.
A lot of people might not know that, but that song, look how crazy that shit was. Like that shit was insane the way they came out.
Now,
That
imagine
and when he did Booker T also as well. Yep.
the Booker T one was great with Booker T standing there.
Booker T, right? Booker
Oh.
T was
Mhm.
dope. That song was dope.
Yep. So good.
We did that
I love him.
before the Super Bowl. When I was on Chaz and AJ, and we'll finish up after this because we've been going long. But before the Super Bowl, when I was on Chaz and AJ, they were like, "Oh, because it's the demographic of a classic rock station is old white guys, or guys from 30 to 60 that listen to classic rock, and females too. But it's a majority male, 30 to 60, really like probably 40 to 55 kind of thing." And the hosts, Chaz and AJ, were like, "Well, we're not familiar with Bad Bunny." And they were playing one song. So, Phil, the producer, found a song, and it was kind of like a ballad almost. It was very like low key. It was like a very low key Bad Bunny song that they kept playing. And I'm like, you're not getting the picture of this guy. So I sent them a link to Booker T. And they played Booker T on the radio. And he's like, oh, all right, now I see what this guy's doing. We go to commercial. And he's like, Phil comes into the room. He's like, by the way, we got a message from somebody that actually speaks Spanish that said he was swearing through that entire song, and we did not catch it at all. We're like, you know what? We didn't either, because nobody in here, like AJ's half Puerto Rican, and he's the only, like, I speak high school Spanish, and AJ probably speaks the Spanish that you would speak living at home in a half Italian, half Spanish household. None of us caught it. None of the words. All the swear words that he might have said, which I don't even know. I would have to go look at it now. We played almost the whole song.
Oh my god. I
Yeah.
can't.
That's great.
I got Booker. This is a station that plays like Kickstart My Heart in Panama by Van Halen and all this stuff. And I got them to play Booker T by Bad Bunny.
What? No killing in the name of?
Oh yeah, we definitely, we go up to 2015, I want to say. So yeah, we catch all that, all the rap rock, new metal, Linkin Park, and anything else of that ilk. But yeah, I just thought it was funny that we were able to play Bad Bunny on that station where like nobody, I can guarantee most of the people listening had never heard a Bad Bunny song in their life.
Oh, definitely.
I guess we should wrap up. Al, you got anything you would like to add?
No, brother. Outside of fuck Goldberg, I'm good to go.
That was what I was waiting for. We can officially end the show now. Let me see. Oh, Steve plays music under this now. So let's see. Turn the music down. What is this? I'm gonna play something more upbeat. All right, we'll play a little. See. You can turn it up a little bit. Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning into the War Report After Dark. We do this every Tuesday, 9 p.m. on Eastern Time. Whatever page you're on, whether it's Facebook or YouTube, just come right back here next Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, and you'll find the show. We are on social media at Tag Me a Date on multiple platforms. If you go to Facebook, type Tag Me a Date in the search bar. You'll find the page, hit the follow button, and our live stream will pop up in your news feed. If you're on YouTube, type Tag Me a Date in the search bar. You'll find our YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. You'll get a notification on your tablet or your mobile device that we are going live. And if you follow us on X or Instagram at Tag Me a Date, you will see shorts and reels of last week's show leading up to the show the following Tuesday. And the same as TikTok, but our TikTok account is different. It's TikTok, search for The War Report Podcast. Search The War Report Podcast, hit that follow button, and you can also get those same reels and shorts that you might find on Instagram or X/Twitter. And last but not least, if you're a fan of audio podcasts instead of video podcasts, this is available as an audio-only podcast on your favorite podcast app, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. All you have to do is type in The War Report, type in Tag Me a Date. You'll see the icon, the icon for our show, or the thumbnail for our show in the top right-hand corner of the video, so that you'll know that that's the right thumbnail. And also in the description, we'll say Steve, Vince, everybody's names, and you'll know it's us. So hit subscribe. Ryan or Steve grabs that audio, and between Tuesday and Wednesday, that audio gets uploaded. So all you have to do is be subscribed, and it automatically gets delivered to your phone or your tablet, so you can listen to it while you're driving or doing laundry or whatever it is you're doing throughout the day. And with that being said, thank you guys so much. Leave a like or a share on the way out. Thank you, Tara and Addie and everyone else in the comments today. And David, who else was here? And Tanya. Thank you guys so much. You guys have a good one. We'll be back next Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, for another edition of The War Report After Dark. Have a great week.